This is really personal. Like, we're getting really close because nobody sees me like this. So welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. Hello gorgeous, it is Saje Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my makeup when I go to castings. The way that you do your makeup when you go to castings is really big. It seems really simple, but it could make or break your audition. You want to look like your digitals, you want to come in with a fresh, beautiful, clean face. I'm going to show you guys how to do the barely there makeup look so that you can nail your casting. Grab your makeup kit and let's get started. So what I want to start with is moisturization. I just got out the shower. My body is fully moisturized, but my face is bare. So I'm gonna start with these gel patches. And what I always do is I actually keep these in the fridge so that it can have a really nice cooling effect. Ooh, yes, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oof. Oh yeah, so we're gonna keep this under the eye, and I'm also going to give you guys some casting tips. So what is a model casting? For those of you who are new to the industry, a model casting is basically an audition. This is when your agent sends your paperwork out, sends your portfolio out to a few different companies, or depending on the breakdown, and they say, hey, I really like Sage's look, can you have her come in? And depending on the client, sometimes it's a huge cattle call. I really don't like those. I don't care for those. Or it could just be an exclusive casting where you come in at a designated time. My call time is 10 a.m. today. What I'm going to be doing next is my favorite face mask. It's actually a drugstore face mask that honestly does the trick every single time. This is a yes. And then, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but in the package, there's always extra juices, right? You take that, oh, that's a lot. And what I would do is sometimes I'll just put it like so that I can go back in. And then the rest, I'll put it on the neck and the décolleté. There we go. I'll let her sit for about 15 minutes, and then when I come back, I'm gonna tell you some of the tips that you need while I show you how to do your makeup for your castings. This is really personal. Like, we're getting really close because nobody sees me like this. So welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. The plan today is to go to the casting, and then I'm actually gonna go and link with my friend for lunch. So we are good. I'm not gonna put primer on or anything like that because it's gonna be very simple makeup. Okay, so are you guys ready? For my moisturizer, I'm going to use the Bonjour Instant Lift Effect Cream. I also am a really big fan of Pond's, just simple Pond's moisturizer. So let's go ahead and apply. And next we're gonna follow up with our sunscreen. It is a beautiful sunny day in LA, so you don't wanna leave home without it. The Fave, which is the Super Goop. This is actually an illuminating sunscreen, so it gives you a nice glow underneath as well. I'm not gonna use too much. I use a base sunscreen, which is the Neutrogena, and then the Super Goop, just for a little shine. Okay, so casting tip number one. Casting tip number one is to be prepared. Before you go to, once you get the casting details, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and research the company that you're going to be auditioning for. So what does that mean? You want to go on Google, you want to take a look a little bit about their background, the founder, what their mission is. You want to take a look at some of their past campaigns, and you also want to take a look at the models that they've used in the past. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because if I'm the type that's going in with the red nails and they're like a more eccentric look, it'll work for them. But if all of their models are soft and dainty in a field of flowers, this is not gonna fly, okay? So I've already done my research. I want to reach out to my agent just to double check that'll be okay as long as I take these off for shoot day, right? So what you want to do is research first and foremost. Who is the client? What do they expect? What do they like? What are their aesthetic? Sometimes they want to shift and they want to do something a little different. especially if none of the models look like you. So you still want to be yourself, but you want to be on brand. So I'm going to go in with a Jones Road face pencil. I love this. I use it as a concealer. It's very, the makeup that I use is never going to be like super packed, caked on makeup, because I still want the client to see my skin. When I walk out of the house, I still want it to look like I barely have any makeup on, that I'm just glowing, right? So we're gonna start off with the face pencil. This is the color 20. And I'm just gonna go under my eyes. I don't really have dark circles under my eyes, but I just wanna brighten these parts up a bit. So I have a little dot right here, so I'm gonna color that in and also go under here. And then a little bit on my forehead, down the middle, and then on the chin. Now, I do have hyperpigmentation, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't really bother me too much. It's not like super, like I don't feel like I really need to do full-blown color correcting or anything like that. Again, I still want to look like myself. So I'll put a little bit on top, but it's not necessary. You have to take a look at your skin and what works for you. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and blend this baby out. I'm just using my fingers. And for under eye, I never really like to tug under the eye. I'm just grazing my hands underneath my eye, but if we can tap it in, that would be best, okay? Okay. Step number 1 completed. We have our base, we have our concealer. Step number 2 is also gonna go into tip number 2, which is be confident. So you're gonna be walking in a room with a lot of different people that want the same thing that you want, okay? So there's no point of being, of freaking yourself out. There's no point of comparing yourself, because they asked for you, right? Important when you go in to come as your best self. My name is Sage, my name is Crystal, my name is Tani, my name is Amber, whatever it is. This is who I am, this is what I represent. You're gonna love me for this campaign for XYZ. And you don't have to say any of this, just embody it. When you walk into the room, let your presence be felt. Again, they asked for you for a reason. There's gonna be a lot of different factors that fall into play that have nothing to do with you. So the only thing that you can focus on is what you can focus on. The only thing that you need to pay attention to are all the things that are in your control. So that's doing your research on the client, making sure that you understand what the brand message is, what they're looking for. Number 2 is to be confident. You step in there and say, hey, I'm here. Like when I walk into a room, I have to do my best to relax. Cause I really just step into like, I'm here, hi everybody, hi girl, you looking all like your shoes. I'm really like that person. So I have to do my best to just relax and say there are other people here. You don't need to be a showboat, but that's just naturally my personality. So I have to take all that personality and just contain it and say, hi, good afternoon, my name is Sage, here to check in. But I really want to be loud and pop off and show everybody that I'm here. That's just my personality, right? So taking all of that energy, all of that confidence, putting it back in you, just embody it and have a good time, okay? So we're gonna follow up with the Jones Road. I already opened this, but the Jones Road What the Foundation. So it's WTF, standing for What the Foundation. So this is a foundation that I use because of my skin type. I think if you have very oily skin, maybe you may not want to use this. I would have to reach out to Jones Road and see how they do it for people that have maybe oilier skin, because this is a beautiful pudding-like consistency, okay? Do you see this? Look how gorgeous this is. So what I normally do is once you open it, a little bit of foundation is still on the top. So I just work with this. I really don't need much. This foundation does go a long way, okay? So just gonna dab a little bit like that. This is where we are. Honestly, this one dab that I just did could probably take my whole face. It's not gonna take much. So I'm using a brush for I'm using a brush for this so that it could blend out really good. I'm not gonna use my fingers because I don't want to make a mess. And we're just gonna go ahead and blend it in. I'm kind of blending and dabbing in at the same time. You can use a beauty blender, you can use a brush, whatever is best for you. I like Don't like it. Do you like it? I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, so next, our skin is cleansed, it's moisturized, it's protected, it's concealed, and now we have our foundation. Next up is the eyebrows. The eyebrows frame your face. So it may look like I don't have any eyebrows, but your sis has eyebrows, okay? The eyebrows are full and packed and cute. They just, you know, sometimes they just hide. So we're gonna go ahead and bring them back out. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and fluff them out. I like for them to stick up, but not like with the eyebrow gel. We can do that, but just not for castings, not for me personally. We're gonna use this eyebrow brush to go ahead and fill in the eyebrows. The eyeshadow that I'm using is the color dark brown. We're just gonna dab a little bit and fill in the brows. My eyebrows are not perfect. My eyebrows are not done. I just fill them in because I still want to be a blank canvas for the client. I don't want to go with perfect makeup on and now they don't really even know what to do with me because I look perfect, right? No, I want to just fill in my brows, add a little mascara, a little blush, a little lip balm, and then we're good to go. So this eyebrow looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and fill this baby in because remember they do have your digital, so they do see how you look with either no makeup or barely their makeup as well. Now they just get to meet you and feel your personality. One thing I've noticed with a lot of clients lately, they really want to get to know you, which is really cute. So they'll send over questionnaires. Hey, what's your favorite food? Do you have a nickname? You know, do you like a certain type of music? Do you want the temperature a certain way? So they really want to get to know your personality. And part of your personality is how, you know, part of who you are is how you look. Part of who you are is how you look. So if you always come super covered and packed on with makeup and you don't look like yourself, you're not acting like yourself, it's kind of, you know, it defeats the purpose because they want to meet you, they want to get to know you. Next up, we have our Jones Road mascara. This color is in pitch black. Same disclaimer I give about my eyebrows, I'm gonna give about these lashes, okay? They are there, they just be chilling sometimes. Sometimes big and long and fluffy and they make a statement. So we're just gonna bring them out. We're just gonna wake them up a little bit, okay? So the way I like to put on my mascara is I like to go in, ruffle it up. Like I kind of turn it at the same time as I'm going up so that I can get it all the way from the bottom. There we go. That's pretty. Do you see the difference between the two? The third tip that I want to tell you guys is to be professional. I know it's obvious, but please be professional when you go on set. You only have one chance to make a first impression. Be professional, show up on time, have your comp cards. These are my comp cards from Natural, so don't know image in the front and your stats on the back. You want to show up on time, you want to show up clean, not smelling like any cigarettes or beer from the night before. You want to come in like, hi, I'm your ideal model for this particular brand and campaign. I know you're so excited to have me here. I'm happy to be here as well. That is the vibe that you're giving when you walk into the casting, okay? If you walk in and you're running and you're stumbling and you're sweaty, it's already starting off awkward, right? So then you got to work a little even extra harder to make them fall in love with you. So when you walk in confident, you walk in on time, you walk in prepared with after you've already researched the company, you have your comp cards, your makeup is on point, your look is on point, it's kind of hard to fail, right? So the next thing that we're going to talk about is what to wear. You want to dress to impress, but you don't want to do the most. The reason why I say that is because you actually are a blank canvas at these castings. So you don't want to have like a big brand overpowering and overshadowing you, right? So what I'm gonna wear today is a plain white tank top, some black leggings, some tennis shoes because it's a more casual company. If they are more in the dressier end, I would wear heels. But again, I know that because I've done the research, right? So you want to dress to impress, but you also want to be a blank canvas. So just being as clean and as well put together as possible for the win. So as you can see, I kind of look like I don't have any makeup on, and that is the goal. I don't want to look overdone. To follow up with the Miracle Balm by Jones Road, and this is the color Tawny. But looks, I'm going to use that as a blush, and I'm going to use that on my cheeks, right? But just going to follow up with a little. Now, as you can see, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm actually going to use this same one and go on this side. The brand that I am going to the casting for today, they are on the casual side, but I realized they've been going a little bit more edgy recently. So that's why I said these nails might be okay. She is nice and dewy and glowy and gorgeous and giving off this confidence and ready to book this job. Okay. Woo! Woo! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna follow up with this Drunk Elephant lip balm. There we go. So just to recap, we are cleansed, it is moisturized, it is protected, it's concealed, we have foundations, blush or miracle balm, and our lips are nicely hydrated. And if you guys want to dive in a little bit more, I do have a modeling course that I'm going to be launching soon. So excited about that because you guys DM me all the time with different questions about modeling, about behind the scenes, about castings, about bookings, and I want to give you as much knowledge as I can. I'm going to come on here and give you a lot of free content, but to really dive in and see all of the things that I did to be where I am in my career, and all of the things I'm going to be implementing to get myself to the next level of my career is going to be in this course. So you can go ahead and click the link below. It is part of the Blueprint curriculum. So the Blueprint initially was a online fitness course, a 30-day fitness course, but I said it's the blueprint to our life. It's not just a fitness blueprint. Like, let's dive in. So it is now a 5-part curriculum. I'm gonna go ahead and list it here. Super excited because I'm here to help elevate you guys in any way possible, right? I've had so many mentors and so many people that have poured into me and helped me get where I am. I want to be that person for you. So 2023 is your year. 2024, 2025, 2026, whenever you see this, it is your year and I'm super excited for you. So let's go ahead and smash these castings. We'll do my best to show you behind the scenes of the casting. Sometimes I'm not really able to, depending on the client and depending on if those looks are out yet, if that campaign is out yet. If those looks have not been shot yet, then I cannot show you. So I will do my best. This is the VIP entrance. Not really, but just saying. So we are now at Milk Studios where they are holding the castings. There's so many different entrances. Is that Alicia? Yes, it is. And that's it, my loves. Thank you for coming along with me to the casting. I couldn't show you much.